Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Sheri on Richerson.com. Please subscribe. I stayed home today. Sheri wound up going to the emergency room yesterday morning. She was up when I got up yesterday, and she was complaining of her heart racing. She's been wearing an iWatch for a while, and it has been tracking her heart rate. And she's had this problem off and on for a while now. But every time she has tried to get to the emergency room with it happening, by the time she gets there, it's stopped. And so the emergency room doesn't find anything wrong and sends her home. And so yesterday it was elevated. She decided she was going to the emergency room. She went ahead and told me to go to work in case, once again, by the time she got there and there was nothing going on, they'd send her home, and I would have, missed a day of work for, basically nothing. So when she was there, her heart rate hit 205. So the hospital was actually able to see what was going on and do something about it. Which at one point they actually had her on shock paddles in case it got too bad and they had to shock her back into a normal rhythm. So they diagnosed her with atrial fibrillation, AFib, and gave her a couple of medications to take. And we were a little concerned about some of the possible side effects. So I went ahead and took the day off so I could stay home and be with her while we started these medications to see, the severity of the side effects, if any. She has been having some dizziness, which is one of the common side effects. She's had a headache off and on, which we're thinking, we talked to the nurse at our primary care physician's office, and she said that may be her body trying to adjust since the medications are regulating her heart rate and her body is used to a fluctuating heart rate. It may be causing her to have some headaches. So we're going to keep track of this. We're going to try and figure something out as to whether it's one or the other of the medications that's causing it, the combination of the two, or whether it's just something that she, will adjust to with the new medications. But I wanted to stay home and be here so that we could keep track of, in case something severe happened, because some of these side effects are pretty severe. But so far, it's been pretty minor. But we're keeping an eye on it. And we had kind of a good day today. We did go out and do a few things. We will be getting our retractable screen doors on Saturday, hopefully.
They're not going to be retractable.
Oh, okay. They're putting
the regulars, the standard ones in because the retractable were not approved.
Okay. I misunderstood what was going on. Okay, so we are not getting the retractable screens. The retractable screens we found out were not pet friendly. They were not secured at the bottom.
Not kid friendly.
They're not kid friendly either, really. They fasten together in the middle with magnets that are easily pushed open. There's nothing at the bottom to hold them in place. So they just, a strong wind can cause them to flap in the wind. And what we needed was something that would keep our dog in and the neighbor's dogs out. and that's not going to work with, with those screens. So they're going to put in some standard screens, or is it 2 screens or just one?
2 screens.
Okay. Basically two tracked screens that'll slide opposite each other, I guess. But we've found something else that we really want eventually. It's a couple of storm doors, like the storm door that I installed on the office room, but for the designed for double doors. There's an extra cost, so at the moment we're not doing that. But eventually, that's what I think we're going to go for when we can come up with the funding for it. We'll get some storm doors. They have retractable screens at the top, so you can open the window down and it pulls the screen down in its place. It's really pretty cool, very nice, and that will allow us in the future to open the top windows. We'll have the airflow. We'll be able to open both inside doors, and the dog and the cat still can't get out. And the dogs and cats and everything outside can't get in. But the contractor is supposed to be here Saturday to install these other screen doors. So at least temporarily we'll have at least something. Because right now, I mean, it's warm outside. It's warm in here, but we can't open the doors to allow a breeze because of the animals inside and outside. So, we'd like to be able to just open the door, have a nice airflow, but can't do it right now. But have to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. But we're going to be keeping an eye on Sheri and making sure that she's doing okay all day long. So, do you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay. But some of this, some of her issue has also been that there have been some people telling her, well, you should stop going to the hospital. They don't think they don't believe you. You've been in there so many times, they can't find anything wrong. They've stopped believing there's anything wrong. And so this time around, at least, they actually found it. They saw what was going on. We do have an appointment to see a cardiologist eventually. They wanted a yesterday appointment. Cardiologist couldn't do that. So we're getting that taken care of. And hopefully we can get some more information from the cardiologist, some more specific information. And we're still working on the rheumatologist. We're still dealing with the gastrointestinal gastrologist. Gastroenterologist, I guess is what it is. Had to think of the right term. But, a lot going on. But anyways, please subscribe. And thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. We will see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.